Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Kristen. Today's video is the current energy update. We are heading into a big energy shift on February 22nd. The portal for this energy shift actually opened on February 11th. And in the previous video, I talked about how the energy before Valentine's Day was all about releasing programs and patterns of self-sabotage. So there are incoming light codes for the February 22nd I Am Unity portal, and these light codes are all about thriving. So before I get started on all of this, I just want to let everyone know how I read this energy. So sometimes my energy reports might be similar to astrology reports, but sometimes they might be a little bit different because these are spiritual awakening and ascension updates. So I read the energy of the collective, and then throughout the week with my clients, there's always healing themes. And of course, whatever I'm working through on my spiritual awakening journey, I like to share it in these videos as well so that we can get an understanding about what ascension symptoms and what we are experiencing as a collective as the energy is shifting. So the energy shift that we're heading into is really gentle. And it is has a stillness and a calmness about it. So we have had all of these energy shifts, and the energy of 2019 in general has been very, very fast. And the energy shifts with these supermoons and planetary alignments have created a quickening of the energy. So you probably have felt it and noticed it, that 2019's energy is so much faster. Things can just come and go in and out of our awareness, come and go in and out of our experience in the blink of an eye. But the really interesting part of this, the dichotomy of this quickening of the energy, this fast pace, this fluid energy of 2019, is that on the inside, it's a lot slower. So my spirit and my physical body desire to go at a much slower pace than my personality, than Kristen wants to go at. And in 2019, my body and my spirit honoring this slowing down, honoring and allowing for the stillness, the relaxing moments, the moments in between where I fully honor my vibration first and foremost. That is something that I'm noticing is becoming a massive theme of how to thrive in 2019. So if my energy is a little bit off, if I am not quite on the right wavelength, if I'm dialed into like a little bit of a channel that's not right for me, it is like a total disaster at this point. It just, nothing clicks, and it is immediately reflected to me in all of the interactions that I have. It is immediately reflected in how I feel, how I can't breathe, the heavy energy that I'm experiencing. So if you are finding that if your energy is just a little bit off, that it's really feeling just totally awful, please share below. Please let me know what you've been experiencing down in the comments, because this is part of the new way of thriving. This is part of having our harmonics be paramount for our manifestation. So when my energy is a little off, the manifestations that I experience are a little bit off. And what we can find is we're swimming in a quantum soup of unwanted experiences. So the new thriving light codes that are coming in are helping us to release the programs of survival. So when we're in survival mode, anxiety kicks in, overwhelm kicks in, feeling like something is wrong or that you've done something wrong. that can kick in. In the energy of survival, we operate from a paradigm of I've got to, I have to, I must have, I should. And all of those are grasping, they're reaching. And so we'll always be chasing, and it will feel elusive. And those energies aren't present. So as we come up to this 222 portal and the thriving codes come in, we might be asked, our body might ask us to be more present in the present moment. And finding that alignment moment by moment throughout the day, and sort of recalibrating back into that place of alignment when we get ungrounded, when we get triggered. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, if you have just been in utter survival mode, then all that means is you haven't started downloading the thriving codes yet. And this is a whole new operating system. And this operating system is all about how it feels on the inside, your inner being, your divine self, and your intuitive self guiding you forward. And the pace of which manifestations happened before is different now. And so there is this, like my personality wants to tell me that to create something, I need to do something. But in this intuitive miracle zone, in this 5D energy, how I'm being is what creates. So I've definitely learned and am learning to slow down. And I am learning how to feel comfortable in this different pace, because it wasn't feeling so comfortable for me the first 6 weeks of this year. But I'm starting to understand how in the paradigm of thriving, miracles and opportunities are commonplace. And when we're in survival mode and something good happens, we're like, oh my gosh, something great happened. And when you're in thriving mode, it's normal. And not to say that you aren't excited that something great happened, but you're used to it instead of the doomsday thinking of anticipating something bad to happen. So this is a whole complete system upgrade, and it won't happen overnight. And there's a lot of purging of anxiety, of ancestral beliefs, of genetic codes, of epigenetics. There is so much that goes into the recalibration into the thriving mode. But the portal that we're in right now, the energy that we're in right now is supporting us to do that. So the last couple of days, weeks, and months have been times of tremendous deep core healing for so many of us. I've worked through the core issues of feeling unlovable, feeling unworthy, and not feeling safe. And those are very primal root chakra, negative, primitive thinking. So that is a program that primitive man ran of not feeling safe in the jungle because there were predators around. And so entering that vibration of surviving engages the adrenals, the amygdala, it engages the endocrine system and the limbic system in the brain in a way that brings us all the way back to our primal instincts. And in that place, there is a tremendous transformation happening. To live in the consciousness of being in the flow of nature takes all the threat away. So in that paradigm, the world seems a very threatening and unsafe place. But in the paradigm of thriving, we live in a wondrous universe and a wondrous planet of curiosity, of exploration, and of expansion. And it's very much grounded and rooted in the present moment. So survival mode is projecting into the future, and survival mode is also living in the past. And survival mode is inherited, and survival mode is all about fight or flight. And fight or flight is a part of, is like an energy, an entity. It's a part of our energetic matrix that can take on a life of its own. And so these new codes, these light downloads, thriving codes are going to help us release all of that, to step out of all of that primitive root chakra behavior and way of looking at life. So for some people, these codes will download in one fell swoop. For other people, these codes will come in, will trickle in, and have started to come in since around 211. So you've just got to be gentle with yourself and know that it's happening and that you will be downloading the right and perfect way for you. I think the most important thing to keep in mind is to honor your body when it says to slow down. And pushing on through won't accomplish your desired result. These thriving codes are essential for our timelines and for our manifestations for 2019 and 2020, especially if you are someone who is creating a business, offering a service, feeling that you have a cosmic mission or some sort of very important soul purpose to accomplish in this life, then downloading these codes to access the next level of your business, your soul path, is absolutely crucial. So sometimes my guides even decide to like completely knock me out, and I'll get one of those knockouts where I can't even keep my eyes open. That can be a way the downloads are coming in as well. So if you've experienced the thriving downloads, if you've been getting these incoming codes about living in the miracle zone, having fluidity, opportunity, and miracles be commonplace, having this type of exchange with the universe where and when someone asks you how you're doing, your answer is, I'm thriving. And it's actually, you really actually mean it. You are. If you're living in this zone, if you have experienced it, or if you're not quite there and you want to share your experience, please feel free to do so below. And I am sending you so much love. Hang in there. We're going to make it through all of these energy shifts. Lots of love, everybody. Namaste.